Hello. I didn't upload a video yesterday or film. I took a very much needed self-care day. I pretty much yesterday was Saturday, right? Yes. So yeah, yesterday all I did was stay in bed forever and caught up on some what I'm doing right now videos. I watched probably 2 months worth of videos. I think there was April and May of 2017. The last time I watched any what I'm doing right now videos was when I went to VidCon, which I think was in 2017, but I'm honestly not 100% sure because I feel like years are like confusing now and I don't know where my life is anyway. So yeah, that's the last time so that was like a year and a half ago that I watched any what I'm doing right now videos. So I pretty much watched 2 months worth of them, and that was really refreshing. I don't know if I ever talked to like when I was doing VEDA or to any of you in the comments or in person. I know, I don't know, but anyways, I think I wanted to do a little like mental health discussion / life update discussion. But yeah. So I don't know if all of you know, but I deal with pretty regular moderate anxiety. And it only ever gets pretty severe on occasion, like maybe every other week. And I usually don't deal with depression, but sometimes I'll get a bout for a few days, like once a month. That's not as serious as my anxiety. So a few years ago, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, I only figured out that I had anxiety from going to see a therapist at my university in Florida. And I saw the counselor / psychologist there for a few sessions before I moved to Seattle. And since then, I haven't had any real address to my mental health except for a couple instances here and there. Like I told my primary care physician and they kept suggesting like meditation and mindfulness seminars and stuff like that. I did buy some like audiobooks on that stuff and I listened to it and it was definitely helpful. And it was a good like base level of where to start. But you know, things in life happen that are a lot more stressful and cause a lot of turmoil, and those kinds of things aren't enough. In my community college that I was going to, where I got my associates, they had like a disabilities office, and I spoke to a like counselor there, and they helped a lot with like just kind of offloading a lot of things that I was worried about and having someone to discuss those things with. So I had a few sessions with them a couple years ago. And that helped me get access to testing in a private room instead of testing with the rest of my class, and that was helpful. But I never was really able to find any help like beyond like when I went to school, because insurance, I have like the standard, like it's kind of like Medicaid, but Washington does this weird thing where it's like privatized and like the money goes to like private insurances that are like Medicaid, and it's really weird. But I have that health insurance, and so sometimes finding providers that are covered by that health insurance is really difficult because I live in the city of Seattle and I don't have a car or a driver's license, and I can't commute out of the city to go to a provider that's covered for. So a lot of the times within the city limits, there's not a provider. And so when I researched 2 years ago, I didn't find anybody, and there's no easy way. It was like a PDF document of providers, and there was no way you could see how far they were from you or what kind of patients they took or what. Like I had to do all this research by hand. Like for every there's like 500 entries, and for every entry I had to type the address into Google, see how far it was from me, then research the provider and be like, is this a type of provider that would be compatible with me? and then I would have to call and see if they take me as a patient, because sometimes they only take people with substance abuse problems or people who deal with like chronic illness like cancer and other diseases. And so it was difficult, and so I tried that for a bit, and then I was just like, I can't do this. It's like super hard, and so I kind of gave up on that and just try to deal with stuff on my own, and I continue to do so. And a lot of times I'm able to keep things together on my own or recover after a day or two. But sometimes like a whole week gets really out of hand, and that's pretty difficult. And I'm on the fence of like, should I go to my primary care physician and ask for medication? Like, I don't know if I should talk to someone about helping me find a counselor or a psychologist to work with. Like, but yeah, all that stuff is hard. But yesterday was a much needed break, and I feel a lot better today. And this is video I'm posting instead of yesterday. Well, that I should have posted yesterday, but I'll have another video probably tomorrow morning for today. But yeah, since the last time I think I spoke to anyone on YouTube, it was VidCon that I went to, I think a year and a half ago. And last time I posted VEDA videos was like the year before that. So even in between that VEDA of 2016 and VidCon 2017, like I wasn't on YouTube very much at that point. Like back then I had broken up with my partner that I moved to Seattle with. And then when I went to VidCon 17, I was dating someone that I broke up with now like maybe 8 to 10 months ago. And I've since been dating someone else, so my life has kind of been pretty changing a bit, and a lot of different life shit has gone down, and a lot of it stressful, some of it interesting. I've definitely filmed a lot through all of that time, but definitely didn't post anything anywhere, because I don't know. This video is already super long, 7 minutes, and I really don't want to edit it, so I don't know what to do. But maybe education and career-wise. I got my associates in science a couple years ago, maybe 1 or 2 years ago. My intent was to get a computer science degree, but I didn't get accepted to either of the schools in Seattle. And I wasn't about to move out of Seattle, so I decided to take some classes at my own pace online through Coursera. But it's really hard to get motivated to do work on your own when you have to work practically full-time, 32 hours a week in retail, and then deal with life when you have anxiety. And so I don't really have the energy to sit down and do coursework after class. So I'm kind of stuck in this weird spot for the past year and a half of like, I could be advancing my career, but I'm constantly having to take self-care time and do things that I feel like my life is progressing in different aspects, even though it's not academically, like maybe working on being more social or seeing more interesting things, or, you know, making my life feel like interesting instead of just like a grind. So yeah, I'm kind of in a stalemate for the past year and a half, education and career-wise, but I don't know when that's going to end, but I hope it is soon. I have a plan to work on a programming project with a friend of mine, so hopefully that works out. But yeah, I think I might do a vlog type thing for the entire day today, because it is Sunday, for my next video. And because I might get some productive stuff done, and I have an event to go to later tonight, which will be fun to talk about and share with you guys. So this video is super long, but I hope it was a little bit interesting and a good catch-up. Alright, you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you probably tomorrow.